What's going on, guys? My name is Rob and welcome back to another episode of Lever Talks. So there is some breaking news that Khamzat Chimaev versus Colby Covington is rumored to happen at UFC 271 on February 22nd, I believe. Now, right now, this is only a rumor. It is Israel Adesanya and Robert Whittaker 2 fight. There's also rumors of a Derek Brunson fight potentially being moved into that card, as well as Dustin Poirier and Nate Diaz also go into that card. So Colby Covington, Khamzat Chimaev, interesting matchup. That's a like a number 14, and 14 I think Khamzat is, and then number 1. Will that fight, is it realistic? Maybe, because they've been talking a lot of shit to each other on social media, right? Something that's definitely been going back and forwards. There's been some names thrown around. I'm not going to say what they are, but it's a risky fight for Colby. Colby's obviously coming off the back of the loss of Kamaru Usman well, I would say 2 in a row, but kind of like 2.5 in a row, I guess. And Khamzat Chimaev was obviously the up-and-coming star that everybody foresees him to be. He could quite possibly ragdoll the shit out of Colby Covington, and Colby Covington may not ever fight again because he will be truly embarrassed. But it would be the biggest fight in Khamzat Chimaev's career, because he is no doubt hasn't had that level of competition within the octagon yet. But I think from even just seeing him wrestle the middleweight Jack Hammerson, that there is no doubt that he is more than capable size-wise to be able to take on Colby, and he has the wrestling skills to take on Colby, and Colby has high-level wrestling too, right? So I think overall it's definitely a very, very risky fight for Colby. So also a risky fight for Khamzat Chimaev too, because he is flying up through the ranks. He's obviously got a lot of star pressure on him, because he's, this big up and coming star who's like, unbeatable, and has been kind of portrayed as this, Khabib style unbeatable person. And if he loses, then they'll know there's a way to break him, and he'll suddenly lose that stardom, right? And that's one thing I guess he has to be careful about, taking a too high a fight without kind of making his way through the group of the welterweight or middleweight division, and making his way up in the world. But he's willing to fight anyone, and that's obviously what makes him a big star. That's what makes him want to. That's what makes us as the people want to watch him fight. And I think it would be a very, very good lead up to the fight, because they are both shit talkers, and Khamzat would probably, want to twist Colby's head off by the end of it, and Colby is just going to shit talk like he usually does. So definitely, potentially really, really, really fun fight. But it's a rumor right now, and it's come from a few sources: MMA Sound, I think, like Fight Bananas or MMA Bananas, and then there's been a few other smaller MMA outlets that have mentioned this, and I'm interested to see whether or not this is legit, but apparently rumored. So then you've got the Nate Diaz Dustin Poirier potential fight lineup on that could be happening. That'd be an interesting fight. And then obviously you've got Adesanya versus Whittaker 2, which I think we all want to see Whittaker fight Adesanya again, because Whittaker has put on some absolute shows since the start of his loss to Adesanya. So we'll see how that rolls out. However, I think that if Khamzat Chimaev and Colby Covington do fight, I have no doubt that Khamzat Chimaev will probably ragdoll him like he has every other opponent. But Colby's different competitor, different. You're up in the elite level fighters then, right? I mean, Colby's put up a good fight against Usman. We know this. And he's going to be a tough cookie to beat, but we shall see how that rolls out. So anyhow, let me know what you guys think. Who would win the Colby Covington and Khamzat Chimaev fight on UFC 271? If it does happen, again, just a rumor, guys, just a rumor. Let me know what you guys think. Leave me a comment down below, and if you haven't, make sure you hit that like, hit the subscribe button, and hit that little bell that notifies you the next time I go live, and I really appreciate it. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.